أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to JemeilTv once again. We are going to study the commentary of Surah 71, Noah from the Holy Quran. Let us start with its introduction. There are 28 ayat in this surah and it is at 71st number in the compilation of Holy Quran. This surah talks about the preaching of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam and then his prayer for the destruction of the disbelievers. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam's preaching and submission to Allah after exhausting all his efforts. The Prophet Nuh alayhi salam's prayer not to leave any unbeliever on the surface of the earth, and Allah granted his prayer, giving dawah night and day, the benefits in this world and the afterlife for seeking istighfar, forgiveness. 71 verse 10, 71 verse 12 refers. The Prophet Noah is the second father of all humanity, as it was from his lineage that all men descended from after the flood, wherefrom the surah attained its name. Noah is the name of this surah as well as the title of its subject matter, for in it, from beginning to the end, the story of Prophet Noah has been related. He is mentioned from the very first ayat. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إنا أرسلنا نوحا إلى قومه أنذر قومك من قبل أن يأتيهم عذاب أليم. Indeed, we sent Noah to his people, saying, warn your people before there comes to painful punishment. Connection of the name of the surah and its ayat. Only the story of Prophet Noah alayhi salam is discussed in this surah and not anything else. Connection of the surah to the surah before or after it. In Surah Al-Miraj 70, Allah advises the Prophet ﷺ to have beautiful patience. The following surah is on the Prophet Noah, who had much patience with his people for the great of his time spent in their midst. Surah Nuh 71 and Jinn 72 both have 28 ayats. Period of revelation. This also is one of the earliest surahs to be revealed at Makkah, but the internal evidence of its subject matter shows that it was sent down in the period when opposition to the Holy Prophet Wasallam's message of Islam by the disbeliever of Makkah had grown very strong and active. Theme and subject. In this surah, the story of Prophet Nuh alayhi has not been related only for the sake of storytelling, but its object is to warn the disbelievers of Makkah so as to say, you, O people of Makkah, are adopting towards Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam the same attitude as the people of the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam had adopted towards him. If you do not change this attitude, you too would meet with the same end. This had not been said in so many words anywhere in the surah, but in the background of the conditions under which this story was narrated to the people of Makkah, this subject itself became obvious. Verses 2 to 4 briefly explains how he began his mission and what he preached. Then, after suffering hardships and troubles in the way of preaching his mission for ages, the report that he made to his Lord has been given in verses 5 to 20. In it, he states how he had been trying to bring his people to the right path and how his people had stubbornly opposed him. After this, the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam's final submission has been recorded in verses 21 to 24, in which he prays to his Lord, saying, "These people have rejected my invitation. They are blindly following their chiefs, who have devised a tremendous plot of deceit and cunning. Time now has come when these people should be deprived of every grace to accept guidance." This was not an expression of impatience by the Prophet Noah, but when, after having preached his message under extremely trying circumstances for centuries, he became utterly disappointed with his people, he formed the opinion that no chance whatever was left of their coming to the right path. This opinion fully conformed to Allah's own decision. Thus, in the next verses 25, it has been said, "The torment of Allah descended on those people because of their misdeeds." In the concluding verse, the Prophet Nuh supplication that he made to his Lord right at the time the torment descended has been recorded. In it, he prays for his own and for all the believers forgiveness and makes a submission to Allah to the effect, "Don't leave any of the disbelievers alive on earth, for they have become utterly devoid of every good. They will not beget any but disbelieving and wicked descendants." While studying this surah, one should keep in view the details of Prophet Nuh's story, which have been given in the Quran earlier. For this, one should see Al-A'raf 59 to 64 ayat, Yunus 71 to 73 ayat, Hud 25 to 49 ayat, Al-Mu'minun 23 to 31, Ashura 105 to 122, Al-Ankabut 14 and 15, As-Saffat 75 to 82, Al-Qamar 9 to 16. Alhamdulillah, we have completed the study of this surah's overview. May Allah bless us with the true teachings of Islam, Quran, and to implement them in our life.